Today, we are going to explain some cost definitions. Let's get started. Direct cost, directly associated with the production of specific goods or services and can be traced to a cost object like a product, service, XO. Direct materials, direct labor, manufacturing supplies. Indirect cost. Costs are indirectly during business operations. Indirect costs are essential for accurate financial planning and budgeting. Exp. Utilities and rent. Overhead cost, set of business expenses that do not directly contribute to the production of goods or services. Exp. Insurance, taxes, permit. Variable cost. Variable costs change depending on the level of production. The cost of raw materials would be variable because it rises or falls when a company increases or decreases production. Exp. Raw material, shipping cost. Volume-based cost. A product costing system when an entity allocates factory overhead costs to a single cost and uses volume-based cost drivers to allocate factory overhead costs to individual products or services. Exp. Labor hours, machine hours. Next, let's look at our manufacturing cost classification table. Material costs, classified as direct because they are clearly traceable to the product. They are variable since usage increases with production level. They are also volume-based because cost rises with the number of units produced. Capital costs, classified as indirect because they are long-term assets that support all production. They fall under overhead since their costs are allocated across the factory rather than individual units. Tooling costs, considered direct when used exclusively for one product. When shared across multiple products, they are indirect and part of overhead. Tooling costs are not linked to unit volume but to tool life and replacement. Labor costs. Direct labor is considered a direct, variable, and volume-based cost since it increases with output level. Supervision and maintenance labor are indirect because they cannot be traced to specific units, making them part of overhead. Fixed costs. These are indirect since they support production but cannot be traced to one unit. They are overhead because they are part of factory operations. They remain constant regardless of production volume. Next, we will explain the overlapping relationship. First question: can tooling costs be both fixed and indirect? Yes. Tooling like molds and dies is a fixed investment used over time, and it's indirect when the same tool supports different products or processes. Second question: can labor costs be both direct and variable? Yes. Direct labor is traceable to specific products, and it's variable because wages change with production volume. Third question: can materials costs be both direct and volume-based? Yes. Materials go directly into the product, and they are volume-based since usage increases with the number of units produced.